Yeah. We back rocking like back in the 80s, you know what I mean? Same day upload or next day upload. This is recorded back to back. Yes, he is back. He is I and I am him. We're back. That being said, it's the off season and it's a lot of speculative with the lights and shit. This is a time of a lot of speculation and ideas and grandeur, and I'm about to partake in that. The NFL draft just passed it. It's the off season, you know, time of speculation, all that good stuff. And I never shared my opinion on the draft process, the stuff that went on during it, the Giants pick. So I'm gonna give you a little insight into some of that stuff today. Not all of it, some of it. Yeah, the Giants pick. Let me start off with this. Kadarius Toney, I love him as a player. I love it.
I had a bad bitch off the
Trask dragging, finds Toney inside the 15. Toney turns the corner.
Just watching, I've actually like seen him play because, you know, Kyle Pitts, of course. I watched some Florida games this year. Kadarius Toney, outside of Pitts, Kadarius Toney was the only offensive player I feel like that he would have done what he did without having Pitts on the team. Like, he's that type of player. He wasn't really boosted like the quarterback and other players on that team were because of Kyle Pitts. He is an actual talent. That being said, love him as a pick. He's a dog. I'll be honest with you, he's a dog. I love the grit. His attitude coming in, I've loved everything he says. I can't wait to see him in action. I can't. He's a prototypical Giants receiver. Not big, but it's there. And he's strong. He's definitely strong. Versatile too. Love that out of players. I love versatility out of players. He's definitely that. He's big. He's strong. He's not big, like I said. He's strong. He's so versatile and shifty and runs with power. So much so that he bullies DBs at times. And he's too fast for linebackers. Safeties, good luck. That's your best shot. But he can also line up in the backfield.
Going on, and we don't hang with different niggas. No access.
Here's Toney on an inside handoff, and Toney showing that burst.
I used to draw little more name on the styrofoam. I had to teach the.
And that's a major thing coming off of Saquon's injury. We need to minimize as many hits as Saquon takes. Okay. We need to keep Saquon upright and healthy. We need to keep him going on his great trajectory. We don't need another injury. We need Saquon to be as healthy as possible. We need Saquon to flourish. Okay? We don't need the down in production like Zeke and all. We don't need that. We need the Derrick Henry situation where he going up and up and up. I want him to get paid and everything. Kadarius Toney is going to take some snaps at running back. I love that. I love it. Take some hits off of him. Like I said, I love him as a receiver too. He gives DJ yet another reason to not have an excuse this season. He is a baller. You throw it to him, he's going to catch it and then some. That being said, how we got to the Kadarius Toney situation. So, what had happened is that the Eagles and Dallas, thus per usual, Walmart did it. Fuck y'all. Honestly, I hate Dallas and I hate the Eagles with all of my heart. I wish nothing but despair on all of you. Except Jalen. Love you, Jalen. And Dak. Dak, you cool people. I wish nothing but despair on everything Eagles and Dallas related. What had happened is that Dallas traded back. They switched with the Eagles. And the Eagles, they took our pick, per usual. You know? The Eagles have done nothing but screwed us since the regular season last year. Okay? And if y'all don't go undefeated against the Eagles, and that you able to lose 1 out of 4 of those games. Y'all better go 3-1 against Dallas and the Eagles. I don't care. is what it is. Let's handle business. That being said, the Giants, they were eyeing. Why am I blanking on his name? It don't even matter. He's an Eagle now. Don't matter. They were eyeing our pick. Why am I forgetting his name? The receiver from Alabama. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'll pop his name on there. I don't feel like doing it right now. I'm gonna have to reshoot this anyway, so whatever. But what that happened was that they screwed us out of that pick. So we went all the way back to 2022, something like that. Don't remember. We picked up Kadarius Toney. Problem with that is that I don't think Slater. So the pick I feel like they should have been taken was Slater to protect Daniel Jones. I feel like we have touched on the weapons a lot, and the weapons are solidified. We got weapons. We're good. We're ready to go. One more doesn't hurt, of course. But you also need protection too. You also need to keep Daniel Jones upright. And last I checked, Daniel Jones was one of the most sacked quarterbacks in the league last year. I believe he had 30 sacks. Yeah, I think so. And no changes have been made to the offensive line. None. It's concerning, to say the least. Front office says they expect a lot from the offensive line. I've heard that my whole life, and this has been going on my whole life. So it's a little bit scary. A little bit scary. But you need blockers to be able to use your weapons. But let's digress from that. They're going to have to get it done for real. I also fear for Saquon's health too behind that line. I mean, it's just, that line scares me. And there was they didn't even pick like a late round lineman. It was straight linebackers, cornerbacks, receivers, running backs. No linemen. None. And I don't think we picked up. We definitely didn't pick up anybody significant in free agency. So I'm just left scratching my head, like many Giants fans, like many off seasons. But it is what it is. That being said, though, I'm going into this with, I told y'all, full belief. I'm I'm buying in. You know, the coach, he has definitely won me over. Definitely won me over. I love his attitude and everything like that. And y'all say the offensive line is good, so let's go. LFG. Let's get it. That being said, the schedule has coming out. And I'm late on this, but I don't really care because y'all not going to watch it anyway. We're going to predict. I'm going to give y'all my schedule prediction. I'm going to give y'all my record prediction for the Giants. I am basing this off of the Giants being fully healthy. I'm basing this off of everybody playing to their full potential, including you, Daniel Jones. I'm basing this off of like cutting the turnovers by 3 quarters, not just a half, 3 quarters. I'm basing things off of, again, just everything running smoothly and running like how a football team should run. So that being said, week 1, we play the Broncos. That's a W, all right? I might show y'all my graph. I might show y'all the schedule on here. You know, it's a little gap. No, I'm not showing you that. Never mind. I ain't gonna show you that. I'll put the clean picture up. I got with the checks and everything on there, but yeah. I got us beating the Broncos. I think we're, in the public eye, we're evenly matched. I think a lot of people having us beating the Broncos. That's a W. I do worry about that defense, but that's a W. Going into week 2, we're away at Washington. I'm going to give us an L on that one because I think us and Washington are evenly matched up. A lot of the people have us way under the Redskins and Washington, and I don't see that at all. I think we're very even, especially with their quarterback situation. Yeah, that being said, though, Washington, away at Washington, I have us losing. Week 3, Falcons. As we just talked about, Julio's out of there. Matt Ryan is another one of those. Never mind, let me not say that. Because y'all going to get butt hurt. W. Easy W. Away at Saints. That's an L, I think. I'll put it this way. Taysom at quarterback. That's maybe a W. Jameis at quarterback. That's an L. And I think they're definitely going to go with Jameis this season. So that's an L. We're away too. Dallas away, W. Better be a W. Not impressed by their defense. They didn't. They got a guy on defense, man, linebacker. He can pass rush, but he a rookie though. All right, y'all should neutralize him. Take full advantage of that defense. And they thought getting the head coach of one of the worst defenses I've ever seen in my life was a good idea for him to be coordinator. W. LA at home. They got Matt Stafford, the real Matty. That's an L. Plus that defense. They ain't blocking Aaron Donald worth a damn. And Daniel Jones is going to throw a pick to Jalen. That's just, it has to be. So that's an L. We have the Panthers at home. That's a W. I think that's going to be a closely contested game. I think a lot of people are sleeping on the Panthers. I think a lot of people are sleeping on Sam Darnold. And I just saw a clip of J.C. Horn. That boy is nice. All right, he nice for real. Taking a W on that at home. Chiefs away, L. Raiders home, W. Think they're overrated, W. Overrated, W. Bucks away. We're gonna give them a hell of a game, like we always do. That's an L. Okay. We got the Eagles at home. Hear me and hear me good. I don't care if the Eagles are undefeated. Okay? If y'all don't put up at least 6 touchdowns. Jalen, I love Jalen. If Jalen's face isn't in the dirt at least half the snaps, there will be issues. Okay? W. Okay? Let me back up now. Dolphins, young team just like us. I fear Tua. I do fear Tua. W. I'm iffy on that one. I'm gonna give it a W though. We're gonna be hot by this point. This what? 2 in a row? We're gonna be cooking at this point. This another one. This where fandom might be kicking in. But Chargers away. I think they're gonna have to pay for karma for firing Anthony Lynn. I think they were wrong in that. I feel like they will digress. That's an L. I'm sorry. That's a W for us. Don't come back saying that you handled it the first time. It's a W. Dallas. I'm not gonna do that again. Beat they mother at home. Eagles again. Okay, so I have this as an L because we tend to, when it comes to the Eagles, especially when we're away, everything in me, I'm doing it. I'm switching which one do I want to switch? Okay. I'm switching the Chargers to an L, and I got us sweeping the Eagles again. Okay? That's gonna be coming right off for Christmas. They're gonna be. Hope y'all have a good day on Christmas, cause we're gonna beat that ass on the day after Christmas. You hear me? I want to be there too. Alon, let's go to that game. Then we got the Bears away. Win. That's a win, cause we're gonna be cooking by then. We're gonna be cooking. And then for the last game of the season, we got Washington at home. That is a W. I feel like we're gonna split the series with Washington, and I feel like that's gonna win the division. That being said, if I count these up, that is 11-6. That better win the division. Cause I don't think 11-6 gonna cut it for the wild card. I don't think anyway. I mean, I haven't looked at other team schedules like that. But yeah, that's kind of my expectations for them in general. It is either win the division or get in the wild card. There has to be some playoff play in order for us to give Daniel Jones that contract. Preferably a playoff win. Again, there better be some playoff play to give Daniel Jones that contract. And there damn sure better be some playoff play for Mr. Dave Gettleman to keep his job, okay? Because he was the one who decided no offensive line. And I feel like that's going to be the only issue this year. Any issue that we have this year, barring like really bad injuries, is going to come back to yet again David Gettleman's problems, his decisions. That being said, y'all got to go 11-6 and win the division. I think we're never gonna have to win the division because 11-6 just doesn't sound. Maybe it will be wild card. Maybe a lot of teams won't be able to adjust to that 17-game season. That might be a factor. But either way, y'all gotta get in the playoffs to keep y'all jobs. All right, Daniel, you want that contract? You want me to stay bought in? Ball out and cut the bullshit out. All them turnovers and shit. That shit is ridiculous, man. I'll see y'all later. Have a good one. Alright, so yeah, one thing. I'm in post-production. I forgot to touch on this. I told you I'm bad at this YouTube stuff. The audio probably sounds horrible and everything. One thing I want to touch on is that I didn't talk about what the Giants got for trading back. They got another number one next year. Again, we don't really know if that's going to be a good move until everything plays out. But I will say one thing, and I'll get back to the video after this, or in the video. I don't know when I'm going to put this in. But one thing I will say is that having 2 draft picks, especially first-round draft picks, that might get that, those could be 2 perennial all-star players, yes. But that also can turn into Daniel Jones' predecessor if he doesn't play the par. Maybe a predecessor named, I don't know, Deshaun Watson, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson. Never mind, let me get back to the video.